how are we, especially as Malaysians, Acha, a lot of Indians here, Hindus or not, how are we so captivated and influenced by things happening in India?
Because our genetic memory, we come from that.
Personally, how you feel? How you feel about Indians in India and then you being here in Malaysia and the situation that's happening there with the war and all that. Even now today, like they killed some pop singer because he was fighting against the Indians. Like he was a Hindu, but then he believed, in with the Pakistanis or something.
The place, the land. So they are questioning, like Palestine and Israel, no? Same thing between the Indian Muslims and Hindus and Muslims. There are certain lands, we call it the fault lines. They claim it's theirs, this way claim it's theirs. Just like Palestine. That's a fight that's going on.
Right.
One is Islamic, the other one is Hindu.
Yeah, but how important is this to you as an Indian? I would say, you came from this lineage.
My thing is why they are fighting. It is fruitless. There is enough land for everybody.
But how much of importance do you give to that? How much of importance is this thing is happening in India?
It's quite a localized problem, just like Palestine and Israel. Localized.
Localized meaning they're local or
That is their problem at that place.
So how does that affect you personally?
I feel that is a personal problem, small problem, local problem. You have to resolve it properly. Why do you want land, isn't it? Find a way. Everybody can have got land to stay. It's big enough.
Right.
Why you are claiming is yours? Because the Muslim population in that area is a bit bigger than Indian population. That is thing. That's why they say it should be ours.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to get at is there's a lot of problems that are happening in Malaysia also. So that's why, how much concentration does this issues all we should concentrate on, as opposed to the things that are happening around us in Malaysia also?
No.
For example, like see, Black Lives Matters, right? Black Lives Matter. They are like George Floyd got killed. A policeman put a knee on him, he died, and then the Black Lives movement started. But then the same brutality can happen in Malaysia. Like the fella name, forgot his name, Ganapati or something like that. He got brutally murdered in the police station here in Malaysia. It's the same case. It's the same scenario. Police fella killing an innocent man. But for Malaysians, we concentrate so much more on what's happening there, but we don't care a lot about this.
Killing in the police is not fighting for land. He got involved with some kind of crime. He was caught and investigated and put in custody. Don't know. The police would have overhandled him and he died. It is not fighting for my land.
Okay, that's why. Okay, but I'm saying, this is not happening in Malaysia, cha. Kashmir's fight is not happening in Malaysia. Yeah, so how much of concentration should we put on that? Does that affect us directly?
You ask me.
Yeah.
Don't fight for land. Land belongs to God for everyone. Have the maturity to learn how to live peacefully. Don't work on just population, boundaries and all that, which are boundaries are created by men.
Okay, so this is your idea, right?
How I feel about it. It's a local problem, land problem. They're using the religion and all that.
Okay, but people can have the same mentality as you as a Malaysian, and then they might take actual action. They might take initiative to do something about it. What do you say about that?
See, that is a different country. There is international law. You don't simply go and interfere in other people's country.
That's why I'm getting at, Cha.
Leave it there. Let them go and solve.
But a lot of Malaysians are giving a lot of importance to that.
No. It's a sensational thing, sentimental thing. That is why they're talking about it. We see here, we have enough land for everybody. What are you waiting for?
So sensation turns into influence and then turns into action. People actually take actions. They do things like I just mentioned, like they're showing this kind of movies.
By nature, people don't like to kill, fight and all that. Of course, there are certain areas and these arms sellers are purposely causing the fight so that they can sell arms. Don't forget that.
If I'm a Malaysian, okay? I'm a Malaysian, but I'm Indian also, partially. So now, I'm looking at the fight in Kashmir and India, Pakistan and India, and then I tell you, Indians are dying.
Because you are racist. You should say human beings are dying. Don't say Indians are dying. Now why human beings are dying? We are still ignorant. We have the animalistic instinct.
But no matter what side I choose on, I'm still kind of inducing something and like a feeling and also in a way putting in action. I'm sitting down with another person, telling the story.
Malaysia at most, you will just talk about it. Nothing more than that. Try to create hatred here and there, but it doesn't work. Because this is the age, people don't like to kill.
I think if like...
War, who likes war? The fellows who will make arms, they want war. How did they get started the Vietnam War to some extent? President told the armed fellows, I give you a war.
Right.
So sell the business, armed business, that's part of it. See, like Afghanistan, this one only fighting, they're buying arms. So the arms seller laughing.
But then, no, but then in a way we won't have like, you're saying that we shouldn't even mention it then. We shouldn't even mention these kind of things. I mean, we are talking about it. And when we talk about it, in a way, you already choosing a side.
Yeah, some kind of emotions will be there.
Acha, you are like an Indian. You are an Indian.
No, I'm a human being.
Okay, you're a human being.
I want to look at as a human being, not as an Indian.
Yeah, but
you
then...
ask me where you came from, other India, yes.
Yeah, but
I'm a human being.
Yeah, but remember the question of identity?
That's why I said, I am a human being. My country is the world. You can ask me where is my address.
Yeah, so if you identify yourself as an Indian...
My first identity is human being. My address only Indian. Have you thought about it?
You can't go and have this conversation with other people and then they're gonna understand that you're a human being first.
They don't think like that. Definitely they'll have a problem. But more and more people are thinking like this. Why we human beings want to fight? That's the thing. Thinking must come.
Like you mentioned, identity, but cannot create hate lah.
Yes. Identity is identity.
But that's the thing about identity, cha.
Ignorance.
You talk about Hinduism, when you're an Indian, identify as an Indian, and you talk about Hinduism, obviously people are going to say you're already choosing a side.
I already told in the last, identity is a reality. But it is not a reason for hate. It is a reason to see that we are two different individuals. Otherwise, how can you identify the person? Again, I'm telling you.
That's why you have the problem with the Ramayana and the Mahabharata story. lah.
Of course, the old story lah. Now it cannot apply.
No,
but
I
still
see-
you are fighting.
I see where you're coming from.
but-
But people, when especially, I don't even have to ask you, Cha, I can identify you as an Indian.
Okay.
Your skin color, the way you speak, your accent, whatnot.
Your identification fundamentally flawed. You must identify first, I'm a human being. Where's my address for identity? Okay. But not for hatred, not for enmity, not for killing and fighting. I'll tell this again and again and again. That's the ignorance. Because we are starting with an ignorance. We are starting.
This is the thing that
That
people should
is
learn.
what we are starting on the wrong footing now. We have to change that. We have to start from human being. You don't start with the wrong identity. That is maturity. That is crown.
If you go to a mama, you sit down
No
with
problem.
someone.
You're a mama. You're okay. I love you all. So
No, you go sit down in a stall with someone. You tell a story about Hinduism. People are not going to look at you as a human being first.
Because we are ignorant. We haven't learned that we are one human race. It has not internalized into our system.
When you watch a movie, Cha, when you watch, let's say you watch Passion of Christ, Romans and Christians. If you're a Christian watching Passion of Christ, you would feel a certain way, identify yourself with Christ. But if you're a Roman, you will identify yourself with Romans.
At age, they thought they were two different groups. I am telling we have only one group, the human group.
How do you feel the first time you read, let's say you read the Bhagavad Gita, the first time you heard about this story, how did you feel?
You know me, I'm very...
Did you identify yourself with any characters?
No.
That's weird.
I want to know what was the content of the book. What was it teaching? What is the story?
When we grow up, we actually indirectly identify ourselves with this. That's why it plays like a huge role.
Because, as I told you, the chakras going up. We are always connected to the past.
It comes out.
It comes out.
Yeah, it does.
But new knowledge will put it in its place. You see, like now, you ask me. Earlier on, probably I would have felt, I'm Indian and all that. My Indian feeling. Today, I'm not an Indian feeling. I'm a human feeling. I've evolved. I've progressed.
But growing up, I'm sure you've identified yourself with like certain things.
Yeah. While we're growing, we're so attached to our background and all that. But then you have to grow and learn more. Advance yourself. Know the truth.
Cannot stop. Child from birth
You think,
cannot stop.
how did I change? Many have changed.
After many years.
It's okay.
But a human being is from age 0 until death. So, in that
Okay.
span,
The mind, the way
people
you
will
look at
still
it,
fight.
your knowledge, how you see the world changes.
People will still fight. They will still identify themselves first, especially if you go to schools.
It's okay. I
Yeah.
told you, you are completely misunderstanding the word identity.
Yeah, I mean, a sense of belonging, my gang, community.
Gang all comes under human.
my tribe,
Under human. He is not above human.
my family,
Same.
my father.
Same. Human. Human come first. That is what the new knowledge is about.
When you are like 9-10 years old, impossible to understand that. Impossible.
I say I understand later. But my next generation, younger, you understand.
So you think eventually, like
Yes.
like
It
5 years old,
It becomes the norm.
from age,
Because we already taught them from birth.
from the moment they can speak, they already
Yes, you're
spiritual.
one. You tell you are all one family. Don't fight. You're all human. It goes into our head. Last time, no, we are Indian, we must take care. Ignorance. Now move to the next phase.
I think, okay, if I look at the future, I would say like kids might be so mixed that they can't tell a particular dominant race. Like,
Don't-
it's so mixed.
The word race itself is false. When you use it, you're using actually a fallacy. Don't use human. Where you come from, okay, but you're human.
That's the twist.
Yeah,
That's the twist. That's kind of
don't use race because it awakens that. Human race, we are one, human race. The other one will slowly will follow.
in a way, movies, like you say, so art, all these things, right? Sensational, ja. So it gives you the influence. It makes you like, why? Why would we spend billions on movies?
See, now we see movie, we get influenced
Mm.
because we don't know fully and realize it's a movie.
Especially things that are based on true events, true stories.
Yeah. Still it's a movie.